Hi everyone, I'm Abby Belcourt, and today I'm going to be discussing price gouging during the pandemic. So what is price gouging? Price gouging is when a certain company or group raises the price of goods and services to an extreme level. This usually can be seen during times of disaster or state of an emergency. So what this is these companies take everyday common goods and they're increasing the price of them dramatically because people are they're scared during these times of disaster or the pandemic. So a good example of this is the Colvin brothers. So this case, these two brothers from Tennessee, Matt and Noah Colvin, stockpiled 17,700 bottles of hand sanitizer at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. So what they did was they went out to dollar stores, CVS's, Walgreens, any store that they could really think of that sold this product, and they bought it up and they really hoarded a lot of it because what they thought was that they could be able to sell it back to the public for a higher price than what they paid for, and then they would make a profit. So playing on people's fear of the virus, they sold around 300 bottles of antibacterials to the public at an upwards price of $70 each. So this product that you can buy from really any store for $5 to $7, they were making a profit on by selling it back to the community for $70. So at the end of this case, they were brought to trial, and the resolution from the trial was that they were forced to donate the rest of their supply to their local hospitals, churches, schools, places like that. So Ayn Rand, she was a 1950s philosopher that believed in a very laissez-faire and capitalist society. So what this means is that she thought that the government should have no interference in the economy. So that being said, she would support the Colvin brothers and the price gouging, and although their actions weren't morally right, she would fight for the protection of the individual's rights and work for no government interference at all in what they were doing. So she believes that the government's only job should be the protection of the individual's rights. And she believes in a social society where the government can't control the actions of the people in the economy. So John Rawls, he would not support the Colvin brothers and price gouging because he was a deontologist and a social contract theorist, and he created the idea of the veil of ignorance. So behind this hypothetical veil, all people are seen as equals because if they're behind the veil, they can't be impacted by self-interested desires that could end up hurting others. So he would, again, not agree with the brothers because using a set of moral rules, Rawls would say everyone is entitled to an equal share of the hand sanitizer. Okay, Aristotle. So Aristotle, he also would not have supported the Colvin brothers or price gouging. And Aristotle introduced the doctrine of the mean, and basically what that was that the right action that people should take is somewhere in between really good and really bad. So from our week 13 lesson, Aristotle says intellectual virtues allows us to reason and choose good and moral virtues. So through practice, one can develop moral virtues, which leads to a more virtuous life. And Aristotle and his teachings were all about practicing moral actions because these moral actions could lead you to be a good person. So in conclusion, price gouging in any situation is wrong, but during times of disaster when the community should be focusing on collectivism, it is especially wrong because by hoarding all the hand sanitizer and antibacterial products, the Colvin brothers put making money and making a profit over the health and the well-being of the community. And as we can see from the news, the coronavirus obviously has taken a number of lives that maybe if these people had the antibacterial products, then maybe it could have killed the virus and not put them in that situation. So I believe that by hoarding all those products and price gouging, it was not moral and not virtuous. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or let me know. Thank you.